All right. Hey everyone. So today is day 10. Well, it should have been day 14. There's a simple reason for that. I'm sick. And if you can hear that, apologies. I didn't really recover yet, but I had a thought, I guess, while I was sick, and it was essentially the thought of we are not living forever. And if you watched kind of like the book summary of day 9, where I talked about when breath becomes air, in which I noticed that I kind of overstepped with time boundaries, so I'm keeping this one really short. I came to the conclusion, right? It's not mind-breaking, but we only have a limited amount of summers, right? Because if you think of it in summers, it makes more sense. So I'm 19. I've seen 19 summers, 19 winters. Um, Assume I get to live until 80. That gives me 60 summers. Doesn't sound like a lot, right? 60 birthdays, 60 winters, 60 autumns, 60 times to say Happy New Year until, you die. And I don't think a lot of people actually clocked in to say, hey, we only have 60 summers left. Let's do something for, one summer and see how it goes for the next one. Because from what I've seen with a lot of people is that if you focus on 1 year, just on yourself, on doing something new that you didn't before. In my case, it's like starting a YouTube channel where I just ramble about things that I've been thinking about. So if you do that for 1 year, I think, um, also consistently, I think it does take you somewhere. Maybe not far, but obviously you have learned something. And I think that's the most important part if you think about how many summers you have. So I guess if you want to think about the summers you have left for yourself, think about what if I invested 1 summer into developing something new that comes from me and presenting it to the world and see where I might end up with that idea. Because again, if you don't take chances, you don't know where you end up. Because with this rambling, there's always a chance that this might be cringe, which obviously it is. It might be awkward, sure, but on a day-to-day life, no one cares what you do actually. No one really notices the projects you have until they become successful. That's what I think. And then obviously everybody's like, wow, how did you do that? So use the time, right? Because we don't have a lot of it. Think about the summers you have left. How about that one? Maybe instead of doom scrolling, you kind of see, I should be doing something that is worth the next 10, 60 summers. And not to say doing your last 5 summers on this earth, oh, I wish I had done that. No, you're going to do it now. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. Because when I was sick, I didn't spend the time to do the things I wanted because I needed to rest and it kind of triggered me. So use the time, oops, and see how you develop. I think that's the most important part.